Alright, usually in this channel, we get into frog business, but today, we're getting into monkey business. That's right. Today we're talking about Kibo, Ukatabi Prince. Now, we're going to play this deck not how you'd think. You'd think we're going to play a combat damage focused deck. We create a bunch of monkeys, they get +1/+1s, and we start swinging on people. We're not making that kind of deck. We're going to make a kind of deck that makes your opponents think you're playing that kind of deck, but actually, you're backdooring them. It's like Group Hug if it was nice, because Group Hug is inherently evil. Now, you might think this is a mono green deck, but you'd be wrong because you see down there in Kibo's text how there's a red symbol. That means that Kibo is a red-green Gruul commander. Isn't that fun? Let's talk about our mana first. Of course, we're doing the classic 16 forests, 16 mountains, Thriving Grove, Rootbound Crag, Gruul Guildgate, Game Trail, Command Tower, Cinderglade, Arcane Signet, Commander Sphere, Fire Diamond, Mind Stone, and the Soul Ring. It's a pretty simple mana base. That's what we're going with today. But here's what we're doing, right? Elvish Mystic, we're ramping. Lionel War Elves, we're ramping. Cultivate, Explore, Farseek, Rampant Growth, Wild Growth, we're ramping. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to make our opponents think that we want to play things like Ancient Silverback. They see a 6/5, they go, oh, it's a monkey. He's going to put +1/+1s on it. But that's not actually what we're doing. Alright, things like Duskshell Crawler, they say, oh, he's making them all have trample. He's making a ferocious Tigrilla, right? Trample Menace. You're going to make your opponents think that you are creating an army of apes with like things like Gruen, the Lonely King. Guess what? He looks like a threat. He looks menacing. Your opponents are going to spend the removal on all these monkeys: Kavu Predator, Scrounging Bandar, Summit Apes, Tarian Mauler, because these things look threatening. You're going to bait them with an inspiring call, make them think you're really going for that route. A Simian Sling, think you're going to swing on them. Gifted the Viper, well rested, stalk in the pantry. Your opponents are going to think they know what you're up to, but they don't. This entire time, what we're doing is we're creating a ton of tokens. Magic Duodrone. Guess what? Everyone gets a treasure token. Everyone gets a banana token from Kibo. Things look good. Everyone's happy they have all this mana. Biotech Specialist. When I sacrifice an artifact, this creature deals 2 damage to any opponent. All those banana tokens I've been stockpiling, that's 2 damage to add to opponent. I can knock someone out right now. Bloodroot Apothecary. If an opponent sacrifices a non-creature token, those treasure tokens you made, those banana tokens you made, they get 2 poison counters. Now they can't get rid of them unless they get rid of Bloodroot Apothecary. You think that's all we're doing, though? Fangren Marauder. Guess what? Someone gets rid of an artifact, you get 5 life. Manglehorn. You bring him in, you're allowed to destroy an artifact, and your opponent's artifacts are now weaker. Molder Slug. After getting each player's upkeep, they get rid of an artifact. Guess what? Now they're getting poison counters, now they're taking damage. Reckless Fireweaver. Guess what? You put an artifact, every time you tap that monkey, 1 damage to each opponent. Roxanne. Every time she enters the battlefield or attacks, you do 2 damage to any target, and you basically just getting a better banana. Alright? Because you can tap it to add the mana, and it deals damage. Guess what? Sardian Avenger. When he attacks, he gets +X+0, where X is the number of artifacts your opponents control. We don't care about that. What we're looking for is when an artifact opponent controls is put in the graveyard, it deals 1 damage to that player. Vengeful Tracker. An opponent sacrifices an artifact, they take 2 damage. Yavimaya Steel Crusher. Guess what? We're paying the 1 to destroy a target artifact. Broken Bond, we're destroying artifacts. Decimate, destroy an artifact. Fate from History, destroy all artifacts. Shadowstorm, destroy all artifacts. Wear Down, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Abrade, destroy target artifact. Ancient Grudge, destroy target artifact. Appetite for the Unnatural, you guessed it, we're destroying target artifacts. Peace Within does the same thing. Return to Nature, destroy our target artifacts. Seed Smash for destroying artifacts. Tribute to the Wild, each opponent sacrifices an artifact. Magnetic Mind, all those artifacts go into the graveyard, he deals 2 damage to the controller, the person who got rid of it. Patriarch Seal, guess what? You tap Kibo, he produces the banana, you tap the banana for 1 mana, you deal damage to your opponents, you spend that 1 mana that comes from the banana to untap Kibo to make another banana. It's good. Viridian Revel, when an artifact is put in an opponent's graveyard, I may draw a card. So if they are getting rid of those things, we're drawing cards. Curse of Opulescence, guess what? Whenever someone's attacked, whoever's attacking them, they get a gold token. You get a gold token. It looks good, but it's not, because secretly our opponents are going to take a bunch of damage out of nowhere. Cindervines. You're going to disorient them from playing counterspells, sorceries. Other artifacts, when they cast that, deals 1 damage to them. It's insane. But guess what? Let's say that they've picked up on your scheme. They're going to hold on to the artifacts. They're not going to get rid of them, because they've learned if they get rid of them, they take damage. Ancient Ruins. Now they're going to take 1 damage for each artifact they have. And guess what? If they want to hold on to them, if they want to let you hold on to them, you're playing Hellkite Tyrant on your next turn. You win the game because you're going to have 20 or more artifacts. It's good. It works. They're not ready for it. We got some miscellaneous cards in there like Idol of Oblivion, mainly your card draw effects. You tap it to draw a card if you created a token. You'll be creating tokens. It's the point of the deck. Lifecaster's Bestiary. Guess what? When you cast a creature spell, you won't be doing that very often, but when you do, you could pay a green and draw a card. Liquid metal coating, you can turn anything into an artifact, and then you can get rid of it. Any creature that's too strong, it becomes an artifact, you kill it. It's good. And that, my friends, is the kind of monkey business that we're going to be getting into. They're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. We're monkeying around. I'm Floop Nuke. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.